What's up, Transformers fans? I am Brian here doing a new video for you guys, and this time I am talking about what's going on Cybertron Con 2016. What is Cybertron Con? I have no idea. I actually just heard about this, and I have no idea what it is. Is it a Hasbro run thing? Is it Takara? Something? I don't know. I don't even know why these reveals are being revealed now and not at San Diego Comic-Con, but I'm not complaining because now we do have official images of a lot of the figures that we've already known about, and we get to see their alt modes, but also we get a couple of figures that we actually did not know was going to get a release, or at least some of them as soon as we thought. It will all make sense later on. But anyways, let's go over Trypticon just quickly because there is some concept art of Trypticon, and it seems to prove that Titan's returns, Titan Masters, whatever they're calling the line, will continue into late 2017 because that's usually when the Titan Returns figure is out in the mass market. So it seems like it will continue for a long time, maybe even into 2018, although probably in 2018 they'll move on to the next thing because I don't know how many Titans Returns figures they can do, although Combiner Wars had like 6 waves, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, with that said, I think that Trypticon looks very good for the concept, or prototype. You know, we just get images of him in prototype gray, and we don't get full-sized images, but his alt mode is looking good. It looks like it has a lot of good space, and I'm actually really interested in getting him. I was really interested in getting the Fortress Maximus, and now I might have to get the Trypticon to go with it. Really impressed by its size too, and I'm really impressed by the fact that a lot of the Titan Returns figures can actually fit in these certain little areas, so that's very cool. Anyways, I'm just gonna say I'm very excited, and I can't wait to see more of Trypticon. Moving on from that, we've got some Titan Master figures. Now, unfortunately, I did not bring up the images that they actually show in the booth. I actually just have the official images in front of me, so all they have is the pictures of the head. The heads look cool, I guess, but I recall looking at the actual vehicles themselves, and I think they were alright. You know, Ptyro is alright. I actually like the alt mode to that. I think it was cool. And then as far as Fangry is concerned, I thought it just looked alright. You know, it didn't look that bad. It just looked alright. I don't know, I'm not too into the Titan Masters little vehicles thing. Sorry about that. But I'm not too into those Titan Master figures. I'm not gonna avoid them or anything like that. I might get a couple, but yeah, I'm just not huge on them. I'd rather get the Deluxes and Voyagers and whatnot. Anyways, moving on from that, we've got the Legends figure that was announced, and that is Kickback. Now, I don't know if I made a video previously talking about Kickback, but I made the assumption that he would be released during Titan Returns because of the yellow transparent chest. And what I had the idea for was that a Titan Masters figure can fit inside his chest. Seems like that's a good possibility because now we have Kickback, and he looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if you could pop off his wings and use them as weapons. That'd be kind of cool. But I think it looks very nice, like his alt mode. If you guys want to see the images, by the way, I will link them down in the description below. Probably should have mentioned that. But anyways, Kickback just looks very nice. I don't know, I like the color scheme. And I think that'll fit in really well with the other generations Insecticons that were announced that were out previously. And his robot mode kind of looks weird with the arms. I don't know what it is exactly, just the kibble on the arms look kind of weird. I guess it's also the pose that they have for the official image. But I do get the feeling that it'll fit in just well, just like the other Insecticons, and I'm really excited for this guy. I hope to get him. And I was actually kind of worried that he'd be a little too blocky to go with the rest of the Insecticons, but no, he's got a kind of like a round shape to him as well, like some of the other Insecticons in certain places. So I'm pretty excited for Kickback, in my personal opinion. Now we move on to the Deluxe figure, and that's Hot Rod. Now I get the feeling that Hot Rod might be having some remolded parts from Blur. I don't know, it's just, I'm looking at the transformation and it kind of looks a little similar. Anyways, I think this guy looks pretty good in alt mode. It might be a little too wide, for my taste, personally, but it looks pretty good. I like the fact that the canopy does actually put in a little Titan's master figure, and hopefully I can get like a little spike to go in there. That'd be very nice. But I just think the alt mode is pretty cool. As far as his robot mode is concerned, I'm not sure what it is, but I think he looked a lot better in the previous photos that we've gotten of this guy. But just something about it kind of looks odd. But I hope that they repaint this guy as Hotshot. I don't know why, but this one specifically I want to see as Hotshot. Of course, Hotshot was definitely an inspiration, at least for Cybertron, to Hot Rod, because you can tell some of the similarities. But I don't know, just something about this guy. I really want to see him as Hotshot, but we'll have to wait and see on that. His headmaster kind of looks a little boring. It's just all gray and then it transforms into a red head. Red head? Haha. Anyways, I don't know why that was a joke. I don't even know how that was a joke. I don't even know why I laughed. I am annoying. Anyways, I just think it looks alright. You know, not too fond of the little Titan Master guy. I just think he's kind of like a dull gray, but other than that, I'm pretty excited for this guy. And then we've got a Voyager Optimus Prime, who I will also be talking about in a future video. You guys will have to wait and see on that. But he has 3 modes, the first of which is a tanker truck. Now, this definitely looks like it's inspired by the laser Optimus Prime. It's even got the sword. And I think it looks alright, with a little bit more paint apps on the cab of the truck. I think it would look fantastic. But I think it looks decent. I don't know, just something about it. I like how the trailer part is actually rounded off, not blocky like the RED one. I'm not complaining about the RED one, it's just, I don't know, just something about that just doesn't seem too inspirational. This one actually does look a little bit different, and I like that, even though it's inspired by the laser Optimus Prime. I guess it's because that version doesn't really get looked to that often, or maybe it does. I don't know, I don't care, I don't keep track. Anyways, I think it looks cool. I like the fact that the Titan Master figure can actually fit on the, inside the trailer of the vehicle, although that's kind of weird when you want to put him in the cab. I think that the Headmaster looks alright. I actually like the chest on the Headmaster guy. It kind of reminds me of the RED figure for some reason. But the head itself looks pretty cool. It seems to have bigger ears when you attach it to the Optimus Prime, and maybe that's part of the gimmick. I noticed that some of the Voyagers would have little add-ons once you put in the Headmaster character. But the robot mode looks very good. I'm very excited for the robot mode. I like the giant shoulders, and the sword looks alright, of course. And I think the color scheme is actually blended in pretty well. Like, it's got some bits of gold and red and blue, you know, pretty much everywhere. I just... sorry. I just think it looks very good. I'm really excited to see more. And then he's got a jet mode. What? Apparently he just decided, hey, I'm going to transform into a jet. Because all the Voyagers have triple changer abilities, I'm going to be a jet. I feel like someone's also going to make a base mode out of this. I don't know, just something about it, something about it, especially with the trailer section. But let's talk about the jet mode for a minute. I would understand why some people don't like the jet mode. I personally like it. I don't know, it's just something about it. It's very weird and toyish, but I just love it. I really do. The one thing I can complain about is that the cap section is used underneath the wings, and it's not really hidden well. I don't know, maybe they're, maybe they're used as exhaust or something like that, but it's whatever for me. Pretty much everything else I actually like. I actually dig the idea of Optimus Prime being a jet. I don't know, just something about it. I actually really do like that. And then we got Unicron, which is a repaint of the original Armada Unicron. And unlike Hot Rod, I'm not tired of this mold. I don't know, it's a very good mold. Now, I'm not buying this most likely because I have the Universe Classics re-release of Unicron, but it's not a bad figure. If you don't have the previous Unicron, probably don't get this because it's going to be super expensive. But if it's on sale, then yes, I would definitely recommend this guy. Looks very good, up to date with a nice Generation 1 color scheme. I like his head. I believe that's actually a new head from his original design, but whatever. And his little guy definitely looks like the previous released version for the Generations line, so not sure how I feel about that. But I think Unicron just looks alright, you know? I think it's a good mold. Like, I understand why people would be tired of this mold, but I think it's a good mold nonetheless. You know, it really speaks to Unicron. It's probably the best one we've ever gotten as far as actually looking like Unicron. I know some people would say the Neo Unicron looks great, but it looks a little too overcomplicated at the same time. Don't get me wrong, I think that would be cool to release, and I wish it was released. I mean, there's a third-party one coming out, and that's pretty cool, but I think this is pretty much the best Unicron for the collectors and then the kids as well, who actually like the toys and use them as toys, you know? But, I'm probably not gonna buy them just because I already have a Unicron, so yeah. And then we move on to 6-Shot. Leader Class 6-Shot, and I am blown away by the fact that he still retains his 6 alt modes. I just expected them to release 3 alt modes for this guy. Despite his name being 6-Shot, Hasbro can do that. Don't act so surprised. But it's very good. His Beast mode is my second least favorite alt mode, because it doesn't really look like a beast so much, but the original one didn't look so much like a beast, and given the fact that he's got so many alt modes, I'm not going to complain. It's just how it is. As far as the car mode is concerned, I actually like it. I like the boxy look to it. It actually looks like a pizza box, but I don't know, something charming about it. I really do like it. Moving on from that, we have the jet mode, which looks very nice. I don't know why, I'm just really excited. It looks so good and flat, and I kind of want it to be tidal wave. I don't know why, I really want it to be tidal wave. It's got that flat surface that just reminds me of tidal wave. It's been a long day. And then, skipping the robot mode for now. Now he's got his submarine mode instead of the gun mode, which is basically the gun mode flipped up. Okay. Apparently guns are also submarines. I actually like this idea. You know, he didn't really tackle the sea, he didn't really have a sea alt mode, he pretty much had something for everything else, but nothing for the sea. And you could just flip it around and hey, it's a gun mode, so not gonna be complaining about that. I think it actually looks good. And then his tank mode is actually my least favorite alt mode. Maybe it's because it's very clunky on the top, and then when you get to the bottom, it's actually very clean and boxy. I don't know, just something about it just doesn't look right to me. And then of course you got his little headmaster, which looks very good. It kind of looks like he pretty much cut off his head, and I actually did hit myself, ow. But it just looks like he kind of cut off the top of his head, which I don't recommend doing. Don't do that. And then his robot mode just looks very good. I'm very surprised that he gets 6 alt modes, and then he transforms into a very clean looking robot. It just looks fantastic. It blows my mind. It looks so good even to this day. I know some people are probably gonna say, well, the Mastermind Creations is better because it's third party, but I really like the look of this guy, and it's going to be a cheaper alternative to the Mastermind Creations version. Sorry. I don't know what's with me today. But I think he looks very good, and I'm really excited to see how he is when I get him in hand, because I really want this guy. Just looks cool. So, quick rundown. Trypticon, can't wait to see more. Hot Rod, looks amazing. It's not the best Hot Rod, probably, or probably not, I don't know, but it's alright. You know, I'm kind of excited to get a new Deluxe Hot Rod, because we've kind of needed that for the past while. Fangry and Ptyro, they're alright. If you like the Titan Masters, go ahead and go for them. 6-Shot is amazing, and I want that. Optimus Prime looks very good. Kickback, can't wait to get. Finally, a complete set of Insecticons. And then Unicron, I'm probably not gonna get, but looks good despite, you know, being like $140 or something. I don't know how much he's going for nowadays. With that said, that's pretty much my opinion. Sorry that I was kind of like on this video. But, sorry about that. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun do-that's. Don't forget, all this can be seen in the description below. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that. And, yeah, once again, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.